Romain to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and it is a Monday, and it's a very busy Monday. First of all, tomorrow is the last day of the month, so that's what means bills are due, right? Coming up on the 1st. Who pays their bills on time in this room? Does anybody pay their bills on time? All right, Dan, my producer, says he does. Navy, our board up, says he does. Y'all lying. You know what I do? I wait until the last day that you could pay it. Like, you know how they give you like a little grace period? And then I pay it. But let me tell y'all, the weather is amazing. It's getting nice and warm out. And we have a fun show for you today because we're feeling these Caribbean vibes. Romain Virgo is going to be joining us. The Gentleman is out right now. Make sure y'all follow him. He has a great YouTube channel with his family. He has twin girls and his wife, and they're amazing. But let's start the show off with some love, with some positivity. We need it right now. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up and let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee on a Monday, April 29th. And it's time to shine a light. This is where we spread some love, we spread some positivity. And we have a really special one today. My producer, Dan, has some good news and he wants to shine a light.
Yeah, I actually might cry doing this. So I want to shine a light on my mom. Her name is Sharon. She had a cancer scare last week. It was melanoma, which, you know, God forbid if she were to get it, it is very treatable, but we caught it early. And thank God she is cancer-free. It was something that was weighing very heavy on me and my family for quite some time. I was trying to be quiet about it, but, you know, sometimes it's hard to hide some emotions. So I appreciate you for being there for me, Angela. But, you know, it was something that, like, my dad's a 2-time cancer survivor. So I kind of, like, coped with the fact that he had it. But coping with the fact that my mother could potentially have it was very heavy.
Well, we love that for you and for Mama Sharon for making sure that she caught her melanoma early. That is a blessing. You were definitely in here stressed out when she wasn't responding to text messages.
I was wrong about her doctor's appointment. I thought it was at 11, but it was at 4.
You were stressed
so
out.
It was
like, why
noon.
is she
I'm
hitting me
what?
back?
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations to you. That is amazing
Thank you.
news.
Love you, Ma.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Shelly, who do you want to shine a light on?
I'd like to shout out Keith Toy, the promoter of Keys to the City. She's a pillar of the city of Detroit. She's been getting all of the entrepreneurs together and marketing promotion events for them to promote their brand. And I just want to shout her out because she's been doing a lot for the city.
What's her name? Keys Floyd?
Keith Toy.
Oh, Key Toy. Okay.
You can find her at Keys to the City on Instagram.
All right, Key Toy. Oh, good. Look, we're almost done with our building in Detroit, so maybe we'll collaborate on an event.
Yes, that would be awesome.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Shelly. We appreciate it. Shout out to Key Toy and the D.
And thank you for everything that you've been doing for our community also on Instagram.
Oh, now listen, you know I love Detroit, and I think y'all got like the most entrepreneurs. I love all the Black-owned businesses and the women who are really doing it big out there. So shout out to everybody in the D.
We appreciate your support. Check out Little Cardi on Instagram. He's an upcoming artist.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, let's get right into it. Ryan Garcia, he's got a lot going on. After his win against Devin Haney, we'll tell you the type of trolling that he's doing now. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to me.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee. My producer Dan is here with me today.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you. And let's talk about all of this I feel like this boxing drama is all over the place right now. All right, well, Gervonta Davis is saying that Floyd Mayweather is being held hostage in Dubai. He said that he's been taking people's money and not doing what they paid him to do. And he also said that Floyd is a hater. And he said, tell him I'll send him a wire. Let my effing family go. And then he said, that money looking funny like that fake hair on his head and face. Let me call 50. We got to get this N-word home by Monday. And then 50 responded, of course. And he said, oh, nah, this is real. He said, Gervonta would not say nothing like that if it wasn't official. Me and Champ be beefing, but he my brother. I got some money if he need it. So not sure what's going on there, but he said Champ got a lot of money. He just can't help it. He will beat the people out of the money if he can. You think this is a true thing?
I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he got paid to do out there, if he didn't do it, if he's being held hostage. But I do know there's all this boxing drama, like I said, and Ryan Garcia is accusing Gervonta Davis of sleeping with Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya. And, you know, Ryan Garcia just says things, so we don't know if we can believe this or not. But he's, I guess, insinuating that's why the two of them aren't getting along.
Gervonta Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not even, like, that's not something I'm exposing.
It's messy.
Right, it's messy. And Ryan's being even messier. He did a Devin Haney diss track after he beat him at the Barclays, and here's what that sounded like.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won. I got in there and got the job done. I'm the best in the world, #1. Got that Haney pack flowing in my lungs.
I mean, talk about a sore winner. He's got so much going on right now. I don't know what's going to happen with him. You think he'll fight Tank again?
I hope so.
Yeah. And you think he would win this time?
I mean, hey.
All right. Speaking of winning, Taylor Swift, 2.61 million units. That's the best number for any album in 9 years for the Tortured Poets department. Can you believe that? The last album to debut with a higher number was Adele's 25. That had 3.482 million in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, and things have changed so much since then. It's really hard to do that, but she said, my mind is blown. I'm completely floored by the love you've shown this album. 2.6 million. Are you actually serious? Thank you for listening, streaming, and welcoming Tortured Poets into your life. Feeling completely overwhelmed. I was already so fired up to get back to the tour, but you doing this? May 9th can't come soon enough.
Those numbers are crazy.
That is huge.
You look at like 40K for first week, and that's a win.
I mean,
2.6.
2.61 million. That is absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, she had the new album streaming and sales and a 31 song deluxe version that was released also. A lot going on there. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I was at a party at the mayor's house at Gracie Mansion. I'm going to tell you guys about that evening that we had. Shout out to all of the small business owners who are listening. You know, I got love for y'all. In the meantime, let's show some love to our girl Ashanti, who is about to have this baby. And listen, Unfoolish, I don't think this matters anymore. I think she's about to do Happy. But anyway, here's Ashanti and Biggie with Unfoolish. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee, and it's time for About Last Night. My producer Dan is rocking with me today.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm in the process of I have this new house that I've been working on for over 3 years. It's been a nightmare for me. But I'm supposedly, I have deliveries coming into my new house, so I'll be moving in there soon. But it's a lot of work. And I've been in my old house for like 11 years. And when I tell you all I did this weekend was pack, and you know how you think this is only going to take a couple of hours? Well, let's just say I was up until 3 a.m. trying to get it together.
You don't realize how much stuff you have.
You don't realize how much stuff you have. You don't know what you want to get rid of. And I kind of lightweight think I'm a hoarder.
You are.
Why do you say that?
You definitely are.
How do you know?
You keep everything.
No, I don't.
Yes. Okay.
Why do you say I'm a hoarder?
Whenever stuff gets sent to the station, you're always like, oh yeah, keep that. I'll take that home. And then it sits in the station for like 6 months, 8 months, 10 months,
I'm going
to
to tell you what I feel bad about. When somebody like gives me something, and don't let it have like my name on it. I feel bad. I can't throw it away because I'm
understand.
Like, they went out of their way to do this for me. So yes, I think I am lightweight a hoarder. Like I was looking through stuff and I'm like, why do I still have this? And then I had my taxes from like 2008. I'm like, I got a paper shredder. I have one at home. So I was shredding. I had like 8 bags of paperwork that I had to shred. But I literally have stuff from when I was on tour back in the day with like 50 Cent and Eminem.
That's cool.
I have the books. I know. That's what I'm saying. Am I supposed to throw that away? Because how do you know what's a good memory to keep? And how do you know what to throw away? You know, I have stuff from when I was on tour with Wu-Tang. You know how long ago that was? But it also feels like memories.
Yeah.
And so what I think somebody needs to invent, because I've been looking for this, is like a huge oversized scrapbook for things like that. That could be like a dope coffee book table, but like a big scrapbook for all of your old memories. You know what I mean? Because I found so much stuff that I was like, oh, I can't throw this out. I have to keep this. But then at the same time, I'm like, should I just throw it out? How do y'all decide like what to get rid of and what to keep? What's so important to you? It'd be like a ticket to when I got a chance to sit courtside at a game. I'm like, do I throw this away?
You can get rid of that. It's a ticket.
In my head, one day I'm gonna put together a scrapbook and like write something under each thing, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I have plans though. I have plans.
And that's what happens, and that's the hoarding.
And then that's clothes
hoarding.
that you're like, one day this is gonna fit. Again, when I get back in the gym, one day this is gonna fit. I don't want to throw it out.
Just sell it.
All right. Well, that is about last night. And when we come back, it's time for Tell Us a Secret. I found a lot of secrets too. I have literally letters and notes that people passed to me from when I was in school. I have notes from Lauryn Hill.
That's cool.
I should keep that.
That's worth keeping.
Okay. Don't be a
You got to
groupie.
draw the line somewhere.
All right, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret. I promise you, I will keep it in my hoarding mind, and I won't tell anybody except everybody who's listening. 800-292-5150. Call us up and tell us a secret.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Hey, what's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee on a Monday, so I know y'all got some secrets from over the weekend. 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
I caught my wife cheating, but I haven't told her yet that I know.
Why not?
I kind of wanted to, hang herself a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I know what's going on.
How did you find out?
I found something in the house, and I know this ain't mine. I smoke blunts, so I don't smoke joints, so
Okay.
it's like, you know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. She was cheating with somebody in the house?
It had to be.
But you have hard evidence other than finding this joint in the house.
Yeah, for sure. Just being somewhere, you at the corner store for 3 hours, you know what I mean? Type I know what's going on, you know what I mean? But I ain't just really confronted her about it, though. So,
Do you want to still be with her, or what are you holding this for?
yeah, I want to be with her, though, you know what I mean? But I really wanted to confess. I really wanted to let her know that, hey, I ain't, you know what I mean? You did it, but be a woman about it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I ain't tripping.
Oh, all right. Well, that's not easy. I know this. Listen, as much as you say you're not tripping, I know you are, and that's fine. You should be. That's your wife.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I hope that you have this conversation and find out what's going on so y'all can, since you don't want to leave her.
But y'all females, y'all ain't going to give up, man.
You got to do what us women do. And you know what we do? We pretend we know more than we already know. That's what we do. We entrap you. We all right? We say things. We already know what it is. Just come clean. All right, keep doing you, but just know you don't know how I know what I know, but I do.
I'm trying to play the Steve Harvey game, trying to twist the roles, trying to.
Oh my God, this is too much. All right, well, thank you for calling, and I wish you luck. All right. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. You want to tell us a secret?
So I married an African, and I love him to death. He's my peoples. We get along great. But his family is the most beggarnest undercover people I ever met.
Wait, what's wrong with them? They're the most what?
Begging undercover people.
Okay.
They mean well, okay? But for a situation, his sister's going to make me some outfits. So I was like, you know what? I'm coming in soon. I'll bring you some hair, shoes, whatever you need, and replace it making me the outfits. And she was like, that's fine. So then I'm going to, and now my husband's like, oh, my sister doesn't want the hair. She's ashamed to tell you. So then his sister sends me a message like, oh, I have many things to pay, rent, lights, this and that, food. My husband lost his contract. Like, lady, just tell me you want me to pay your rent.
Ooh. Yeah, you're like, I didn't need a whole explanation.
Yeah, it was like, come on now. I don't need to know your business like that because, baby, I'm not paying nobody's rent. But
well,
if you wanted the money for the outfits, you should have said that from the get-go.
What you going to do?
I ain't bringing nothing. And they going, I don't even want the outfits. So I told him, never mind. It's not about the $125 because that's nothing because I don't been to Africa 4 times in a year. Mm-hmm. So it's really nothing, but it's the principle. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all going to get along? Are y'all going to get along after this?
I don't know because I'm very boisterous and I love my husband and he says my wife is very crazy. So he already know what it is.
As the boisterous person, you should tell her that so she knows how to move in the future.
Yeah, because I was just going to block her and not even talk to her.
No, you should tell her. You should tell her the issue that you have. Because she's going to be in your life. That's your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something you lay it down now the way it has to be. So moving forward.
So should I do it over the phone or should I wait till I get there?
I would tell her in person, but keep it cordial until then. And y'all can have a nice heart-to-heart. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. Thank y'all for calling. Always 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, leave that message. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. Let's talk about Kanye West. He is accused of discriminating against black employees. We'll tell you about this new lawsuit.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and it's time for your Yee Tea. And Kanye West has been named in a new lawsuit. This is an ex-employee who's filed this. They're saying that he discriminated against the black men and women on his team. According to court documents, they said a former security guard, Benjamin Deshaun Provo, actually suffered severe emotional distress. He was from Donda Academy. And according to this lawsuit, Kanye and members of his management team subjected Provo and other black employees to less favorable treatment than their white counterparts. Specifically, Kanye frequently screamed at and berated black employees, while in contrast, he never so much as raised his tone of voice toward white staff. What do you think about this, Dan?
For now, he say, she say.
Yeah. Is this something that can be proven? Because you'll need other people to come forward and say that this is true. I don't know if they would have this in video.
I was just going to say if the accusers filmed it. Sure.
Now, he also says that Kanye forced him to cut his hair and that he would ban books from prominent black leaders, including Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr.
That sounds crazy.
That sounds absolutely ridiculous. He said he would ridicule his black employees for wearing locks, even though Provo mentioned he did so because it was part of his Muslim faith. All right, so we'll see what happens with this lawsuit. And in that same lawsuit, they allege that Kanye attempted to install a jail at his school to cage students and gave preferential treatment to white employees and even threatened to punch him during what he referred to as a temper tantrum.
Can I just say something about the new
Dan.
Yeezy merch? You know how he was giving it all, not giving it, but selling it for $20, everything? I got all of it, and not a single piece of clothing fits.
I saw people
Not
that were
one.
getting that clothes. They were huge.
The shoes are massive. The shirt is like actually small, and I got it to be oversized.
I saw people complaining when they
so
got it.
sad.
Who was it? Was Kai Cenat
Cenat,
also
yeah.
got some, and it was like ridiculously
The pants
big on
don't
him.
even-
So
yeah.
basically, they're just unloading stuff.
So they only have like 3 sizes. It's like size 1, 2, and 3. And then size 1 is like they're all for like wide ranges of sizes. So like the shoes that I got a size 2. But it's for sizes that range between like 9 and 12. And
that's impossible.
And I'm a size 10. And they fit like an 11 and a half, 12. And they look
That's
like,
my size.
Yeah, you can have them.
All right, Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco on their podcast were talking about dating women with children, and Ochocinco says this is a must for him. Here's what he said.
I ain't dating you unless you got kids, because women with kids have structure. They have discipline. You know, women that don't have kids, they never have snacks in the pantry. And women that don't have kids don't never have no food, Unc. And you know what they always want to do?
Go out and eat.
And give looks. Like it's a goddamn fashion show.
You guys in the room, there's 2 guys in here with me. Do y'all only date women with kids?
I'm engaged, no.
You're engaged, yeah. And she doesn't have any kids.
No.
All right, well, listen, I don't know how true that is. I don't have any kids. I know a lot of my friends prefer, well, you know what? It's a preference. If you have kids, people with kids do tend to like to date other people with kids. I will say that because, you know, then you can see what type of father or mother that person is. But hey, look, if that's his preference, go for it. And I believe he's in a relationship already. So there you have it. All right. Wendy Williams' ex, Kevin Hunter, is accusing her guardian of stealing her money. And he said, I'm not just concerned about the money. She's come in and swooped in and depleted the account in that time. This has become a real travesty. So the judge has ruled that they have to hand over the financial documents and that any further issues should be hashed out in arbitration. According to the judge, it's very difficult. You know, they want to make sure that all this information is coming out right now. So the guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, won't disclose these financial statements because he says she's been skimming off the top, but she's got to be more transparent about what's going on there. So we'll see what ends up happening in court. This is awful for Wendy at the end of the day. All this money that she worked so hard to make, and now she doesn't have control over any of it, and people are fighting over her money in court. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. One of them has to do with the show Baby Reindeer that's on Netflix. People were so mad at me for making them watch this, but they were so in love with that show. All right, it's Way Up. Under the Radar is next.
The news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it's time for Under the Radar. For you guys who know, I've been watching, well, I did watch Baby Reindeer. I kind of binge watched the whole thing on Netflix in 2 days. And the woman, because this is a true story, who he was talking about in here, actually now has come forward to say that she is the victim because he's written a show about her. And she said, I'm being bullied for fame. And now she's telling her side of the story. And this all started on Netflix. And both Navy, who is our board op, and Dan, you guys both watch Baby Reindeer, right?
I actually didn't. I know.
You're
you
the
were
only
pushing
one.
on it hard, I know.
All right. Well, it's been viewed more than 13 million times when this article was written, and I'm sure a lot more by then. And he said he got over 41,000 emails, 744 tweets, and letters totaling 106 pages, 350 hours of voicemail messages from her. He called her Martha in the show. But according to the Daily Mail, they were pretty much able to find out who she was based off of the fact that she was a lawyer, and also had a background in stalking and had gotten in trouble for that before. And she also, he said he protected her identity by changing some of the key details. But both the women are Scottish, both study law at university, both are around 20 years older than him, and they both use highly sexualized language in their speech and writing. So now she's saying that she is the person that is being stalked, and that she said, I've never owned a toy Baby Reindeer, and I wouldn't have had any connection with Richard Gadd about a childhood toy either. And so the woman, they said in real life, actually looks like the woman who plays her character on the show. So I don't know if this is going to make you want to watch this yet.
I just don't want to put that energy into my life.
What energy?
That crazy stalker shows? I don't know.
All right,
I was
well,
never big into that.
I will say this article made me feel like he wasn't lying, just based off of the things that she said in here. But yeah, you got to watch it though, because I feel like the reason why I feel like he couldn't be lying is because there's things he told about himself that a person probably wouldn't want anybody to know. All right, and this story is near and dear to my heart and to all you coffee drinkers out there. According to Forbes, the cost of coffee is set to skyrocket, so get ready to pay a little bit more for your coffee.
It hasn't already?
Yeah, it has.
It feels
in case
like
you've
it.
noticed. And you know, that's hard too when you go to your coffee shop, and because I own one. Shout out to Coffee Uplifts people. But it's hard for people to understand why that's happening. But they're saying that it's going to be all-time highs over the next crop cycle, and you're going to pay more than ever for a cappuccino or latte. They said more than it's been in 20 years. So just get ready for that to happen. Global consumption is up, and yeah. So that's what the problem is.
Lattes are like $7-8 in the city.
Eek.
It hurts.
Thank goodness you make yours at home.
That's a fact.
With your DeLonghi
That's a
machine
fact.
and your Coffee Uplifts
That's a
people. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, you know we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, we have an artist who I absolutely love. He is from Jamaica, Romain Virgo, the Gentleman. He has a project that's out right now, but he's also got a great YouTube series, so make sure you follow that. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it is a Monday. Time for some Yee tea, and the tea is hot. Dan, did you know that TMZ was doing a documentary about
I did
Diddy?
see the trailers.
Yeah, well,
I did see the trailers.
it's on Tubi, and it's out right now.
Yes, it is.
The Downfall of Diddy. And on there is Aubrey O'Day. You know her from Danity Kane, and she's always been really vocal about her issues with Puff, as she would call him. And here's what she had to say about him trying to buy her silence.
I received the publishing deal. I know how much money it was giving me. $300.30 for a full release of all claims against Diddy and many other players. I think you would probably be making moves to keep as many people quiet as possible.
All right. In addition to that, Mark Curry, who was at one point signed to Bad Boy, he wrote a book also called Dancing with the Devil back in 2009 about Diddy. Well, he's on the documentary, and here's what he had to say about witnessing some things in reference to Kim Porter.
I didn't see him get physical with Kim, but I know situations where, let's say if Kim says she fell on a boat and broke her nose, and I say that's not actually what happened. I think her and Puff went to home together, and then next thing you know, she had the Band-Aid on. And so you already know what happened. So she didn't, you say she slipped and she fell. No, I don't think that, because they was just arguing real big last night.
Mark Lamont Hill is also on here, and he's giving some type of framework as to what's going on, why so many people have difficulty coming out and speaking about somebody with the power that Diddy had, because Diddy knew everybody. Here's what he had to say.
Diddy is a powerful person. You don't get to be a billionaire without being powerful and without being connected to powerful people. Diddy knows politicians, entertainers, philanthropists, academics. If we start unraveling the thread of Diddy's networks, you're going to find a lot of people. And like Jeffrey Epstein, some of them might be implicated.
All right. Well, that full entire documentary is now on Tubi. If you guys want to check that out, there's a lot of information, a lot of old footage. Cassie is also referenced on there. And of course, Harvey from TMZ is narrating a lot of this.
There's a lot to unpack here. What do you think about all this?
Man, I think that...
Too soon?
Well, you know what? It's the downfall of Diddy, and it's definitely a downfall. It's not saying he's guilty of anything, but he has definitely lost a lot of his luster right now. And it's something that's going to be really hard to bounce back from. And I think the catalyst, like they said, for all of this was Cassie. With that lawsuit that, he ended up settling. And, on Diddy's behalf, he's right now arguing that some charges in the sexual assault lawsuit should be dismissed. And that's the lawsuit brought by Joy Dickerson Neal. The motion was filed Friday, April 26th. And he's claiming that he cannot be sued for breaking laws that didn't exist at the time. They said at the time of the alleged attack on Dickerson Neal in 1991, some statutes that she cites in her suit, including those around revenge porn and human trafficking, weren't yet on the books. So he wants it thrown out on that technicality. So we'll see what ends up happening. And he did also deny the allegations through his spokesperson as well, saying the story is made up and not credible, and that he never assaulted her, and that she implicates companies that did not exist, and it's purely a money grab and nothing more. And, and when you watch the documentary, they talk about Lil Rod, the producer, who's also accusing Puff of sexual harassment and drugging and threatening him, and his attorney. So they talk about why some things may seem sketchy, as well. So it does give a full picture.
Right.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150. Any question you have, we're here to help you out. It's Way Up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and you know what time it is on a Monday. It's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150. Any question you have, I'm here to help you out. And today's caller wants to remain anonymous. What's up, anonymous caller? What's your question?
Okay, so recently my friend had pressing the issue with me about us getting a girlfriend and stuff. So I ended up finding this girl. So, we had been kicking it with her and stuff. But then I also ended up sleeping with his sister behind his back, but he don't know.
Wait. Slow down. So you started kicking it with another girl?
Yes.
But then you also started kicking it with his sister?
I did, and I know, I feel bad.
Okay.
I found out that my girlfriend has been sleeping with his sister, and it's just like, how do I say something without telling on myself?
So your boyfriend is cool with you having a girlfriend?
Correct.
But then your girlfriend is sleeping with his sister. So your girlfriend is cheating on you, or is she allowed to do what she wants?
I mean, no. We're supposed to be all in a relationship.
Okay, so it's the three of you guys, but the girl is cheating. Now, what does she say what does your girlfriend say when you ask her what's up when you found out that she was cheating on you guys?
I have not confronted that.
Why not?
Because then I feel like the sister is going to tell what we've been doing as well.
So how do you know about it? You know about it from the sister?
No, I went through my girlfriend's phone.
Okay. The thing is, once your relationships is open up like that, it does make it a lot easier for people to feel like it's okay to step out.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What are you going to do? Are you planning to still stay with this girl, or are y'all going to cut her off? Like, what's the plan? Because I think also you have to know what your expectation is. That is a lot. She's sleeping with you, with your boyfriend, with his sister. That's super messy.
It's very messy. So I'm going to cut her off, but I'm going to have to tell her why. And then I feel like then it's going to come out what I've been doing it.
I just feel like y'all can't continue this, so you might as well be honest and put everything on the table.
All right, well, I'm going to lay it out today.
Who should you tell first? The girlfriend or your boyfriend?
I think probably him, so he can be aware of what's going on and not be blindsided.
Right. He's the more important person to you, right?
Yeah.
So you and your boyfriend should discuss this and know what you're going to do moving forward and know what the plan is. And then let her know, look, we got to find a new girlfriend.
I don't think we need to bring nobody else into the relationship. That's where the problems come in.
You're like, we tried it. It didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what you have to do. That she's got to go. Now it's going to be a monogamous relationship. You think he'd be cool with that?
At this point, I think he should go too.
Ooh, if that's how you feeling, you know what to do. You kind of laid down the groundwork for this to be a bit messy. So sometimes it's hard to go back. But, you know, if you don't want to be with him, you tried it, you dibbled and dabbled, it didn't work out.
Absolutely.
All right, sis. Good luck. Oh, sorry, not sis. Okay. All right, good luck. And that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150, just in case you couldn't get through. You can always leave a message and we'll answer your question that way. And when we come back, this guy is in a committed relationship with his wife. Romain Virgo is going to be joining us. It's Way Up.
Look.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Romain Virgo is here in the flesh.
Yes.
First of all, I've been watching your vlog, so hopefully this is all I'm going to make it onto the vlog.
Of course, I should have my
the
phone
Virgos.
out.
I know, right? I want to make it onto one of the vlogs.
Yeah, of course, without a doubt.
And the new project came out a couple of months ago, The Gentleman.
Yeah.
And people listen to your music, and it is definitely like, this song, I could play this at my wedding. Or, you know, it's nice because now we get to see for the past couple of years what life is really like, you know, for you at home. Do you feel like people having that access to you also helped you be able to open up even more in your music?
Yeah, I feel so, you know, because you can't be anything outside of real.
Even starting off the album with a song like Been There Before.
Yeah.
And you talk about how the darkest part of night is just before daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, people may not know what life was like before for you, even when you were first trying to make it.
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of people probably just remember Romain Virgo entering a competition, winning $1 million Jamaican
That's what it
dollars.
sounds like at a young teenage, yeah.
And then that's it. But there's so much more to my life, you know, and on that record, I was trying to go deep. The industry sometimes allow us to feel like, we have to show this side of us and we have to be so especially as men, we make it feel like you have to be tough and you can't talk about a story because they're going to say you're soft. And so over time, tapping into myself and realizing that the more you open up is the more you're helping somebody out there too.
Right now, we're talking to VP Records artist Romain Virgo. He has The Gentleman out right now. He's also on tour. What was life like before that? Before people think, oh, he won this competition, got this money, and he's been on ever since.
I was poor and I didn't know that I was poor. Like, grow up poor. I didn't know. It was like 4 of us sleeping in one bed. And you get to realize that growing up was rough, you know, but because of that structure, that family structure, the community, you know, just people around who used to just make the most out of the little. No matter what you have, you just live and just laugh and love just the same, and don't let the little that you have now distract you or make you feel like, hey, I am not worth it.
Romain Virgo is here. His album, The Gentleman, is out right now. And when we come back, we'll be talking about fatherhood. You know, he does have twin girls, and he has a YouTube channel where you get to see his whole family. It's beautiful. But we'll discuss what in his background has groomed him to be the man who he is today. It's Way Up, more with Romain Virgo when we come back. What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and right now we are talking to VP Records artist Romain Virgo. He's from Jamaica, and even though he's only 34 years old, he's been doing this music for almost 2 decades. You know, I think that in a society where it's been really popularized to be a womanizer, and you have been the opposite of that.
I grew up in a family where the father figure that I would want to be around wasn't there. And so my goal was always to be, you know, what I'm trying to be now. You know?
Right.
I'm not talking as if I'm perfect or I'm doing it
but it's
perfectly.
Goals for you.
You know, but it's always been a goal to just, you know, be this kind of man. I never ever want my kids to be growing up, you know, not being around both mother and father. I just always wanted to create that space for them to feel safe, like they can come and share anything that they're going through in life. And you know, so I always see myself in that light, and I try my best. You know, I grew up knowing a stepfather who was like such a real man. God bless his soul. He passed away last June.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so that was a sad time for us, but he was one that I look at and say, hey, I want to be like this man.
Right now, we're talking to BP Records artist Romain Virgo. He has The Gentleman out right now. He's also on tour. Where was your biological father?
He's alive, you know, and I know him. We talk a lot too nowadays. But like, I don't make the past determine how I even treat my father. I love him.
Did y'all ever have because sometimes people don't even have that conversation. Like, you know, you wasn't.
We have it every time.
Every time
we talk, like he would. I don't know what to call it. If it's feeling a bit guilty or him just wanting me to understand why things didn't work the way it. And I'm like, every time I'm like, yo, I do understand now. We have to just get past that because we can't be dwelling on something that we can't change anymore.
You're like, look, it worked out. I'm successful. I'm happy. I'm the man that I want to be.
Yeah, so it's always
and
like
sometimes people just don't know better when they're in the midst of a situation.
True.
You know, and like you said, you can't go back and change things, but we have to understand our parents are like human beings also with a lot of flaws.
Exactly.
Too.
And we don't know the things that our parents went through. Why our parents, you know, maybe end up in the situations that they were, you know, and that is how I look at it. Like, I'm not don't want to just jump and say, you know, I didn't grow up around my father, so I'm not gonna deal with him. I try to understand where everything is kind of coming from. So with my generation, I want to stop that.
Right. Well, Romain Virgo, thank you so much. The Gentleman is out right now. Always appreciate you, honestly.
Thank you so much.
And if you have a chance to catch him live, make sure you go and see it. You definitely are going to love it and never be disappointed. And I always appreciate you, too, for supporting me as well.
Of course. Anytime.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, of course, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and happy Monday. Not only is it Monday, all right, for some of us, payday is coming up, but for some of us, bills are also due. This is always a check that is right back out that door. So, you know, if you are getting paid today and you do have bills today, just be grateful that you can put a little something on it, because I know I am. But of course, you guys have a great day. Thank you again to Romain Virgo for joining me today. If you want to hear some beautiful, uplifting music, some music about love, about family, about positivity, make sure you check out The Gentleman, and of course, watch that full interview on my YouTube channel. And as usual, I love you guys, and y'all have the last word.
Yeah, my secret is I had sex with my wife's daughter. We got drunk this weekend. Then the next day we went to my wife's house like nothing happened.
Hi, Angie. This is Monique. I want to shine the light on my daughter, Kayla Simpson. She goes to John Jay High School. Congratulations on getting accepted to over 26 colleges. I want to shine the light and let the world know how an amazing young lady you are. And, you know, we want you to know that you deserve this light now and forever. Thank you. Love you, Mommy.
You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.